We have ourselves, boom, Daredevil, the man without fear. Character reveal, Marvel Rivals. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. The new duelist.
Forgive me for what I am about to do.
No. We want you to do it.
You've been judged.
Whoa. That was some kind of ability he used. He used some sort of like flurry with his billy clubs, his nunchucks. What do I call these things?
You've been judged.
It looks like Star-Lord's blaster barrage, but it's actually right in front of the person. It's actually very similar to Star-Lord's blaster barrage,
You've been judged.
but instantaneous.
Face the devil.
He deflects?
Wrath of the beast.
What?
Hellfire. On the hunt. Let the devil out.
What does that do? But why is something chip damage? Wait, he has a field where he applies chip damage to everybody?
Ruthlessness is mercy.
Wait.
Let the devil.
So they start taking damage immediately once he has this zone.
Let the devil.
Yeah, so the moment he starts doing that, people taking chip damage immediately. Oh shit, and then your field of view starts to, not only are you taking chip damage for whatever reason, but then also your field of view starts to get dimmer. Oh, that's actually kind of gnarly. Oh shit. Almost like KOLgg's ability, where KOLgg can just blind you. But in this case here, it's like more like a little subtle zone. Oh shit, dude.
Ruthlessness is mercy.
Wait, you have to look at him? Let me see here.
Let the devil out.
Do you?
Let
I don't
the
see that
devil
happening.
Let the devil.
Like it's some sort of aggro where you have to look at the person that's doing it. It's hard to tell. His eyes are an exclamation point, so you don't have to look at him. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, hold on. Jesus Christ.
Ruthlessness is mercy.
All right, yeah, hold on. Wait. Homeboy looking kind of good right now. His damage per second is not necessarily that insane. Let me see one more time. Hold on, let me just see this one more time.
For what I am about to do.
I don't think I have to look at him at all. So he has a radar ability. I'm assuming that this actually works against anyone that's invisible too. So whether you're Invisible Woman, whether you're Loki, whether you're Psylocke, he can see you. I'm guessing Daredevil's gonna be counter Psylocke. Yeah, so you can see over here in this corner, there's some sort of marker, some sort of sense he has, and it's actually very similar to Mantis's ability. Where Mantis, you can see like whoever you have your healing on, there's a person on the corner right here. Actually, you guys can't see it. Let me move this real quick. Let me move me. Yeah. So you can see over here, right here, there is a icon that he has on Iron Fist right as going to the corner. One more time.
Forgive me for what I am about to do.
So, okay. It looks like he has some sort of, yeah, Daredevil sonar-based ability that allows him to track anyone in the area, even if they're invisible. That's my guess here.
I see you.
And then it lasts for only a few seconds, this ability. But as long as you got this ability on, you can see anyone that's invisible. You can run up walls too, just like Black Panther. You can close the distance on someone like your Iron Fist or like your Blade and start doing combos. So Iron Fist is already weak, but he has that sort of Star-Lord barrage ability to it as his nunchucks, and he just does a very, very quick blast.
You've been judged.
That's on a 10-second cooldown too. So even past the waterfall, he can. So you see Squirrel Girl past the waterfall, can't see Squirrel Girl, but he can see Squirrel Girl. And I think, did he just bring Squirrel Girl closer towards him? Let me see this. Bro, he shoots out. What is that? What is that? Ew, he shoots out some sort of demonic hand. Yeah, get over here. And so it looks like, do you bring someone closer to you and you go towards them simultaneously, or do you just bring them closer to you and then they're dashing towards that person? Now that ability, that ability that's on like a 10-second cooldown, it's almost like, oh yo, it's actually like bar for bar like Genji's Deflect in Overwatch. Come on, it's almost like bar for bar Genji's Deflect. That's actually insane. It's actually busted. That's actually fucking good. So Iron Fist can like deflect something, but like he parries it. Iron Fist can parry shit, but Daredevil can deflect it back at someone like it's Iron Man shield, like it's a Captain America shield. Face the devil. Wrath of the Beast. Also, he's not a fast-moving, he's not a fast-moving, how you say, like ground fighter. Like Iron Fist is fast, so is Psylocke, so is Magic. He's not necessarily too fast. He can close the gap on somebody quickly, but he's not necessarily too fast on like, you know, like regular movements. Wrath of the Beast. Wrath of the Beast. He throws down, so he makes some sort of like whip in between his, so his nunchucks make a giant chain, or like, yeah, some sort of like ribbon that you see in like competitions, and like it kind of ricochets up, and it almost has like a Moon Knight effect with his onks, and it kind of ricochets and it hits Storm. Is it based on just proximity, or can it hit multiple people? I wonder. Close the distance, gets in there. Holy shit! Like a double club ability of some kind. Devil's Throws uses 2 flame resources. Let's see here. Do we see them being used here? Wrath of the Beast. Yeah, Wrath of the Beast. I don't see them being necessarily okay. So, yeah. So the flame resources are over here. Let me try it again. So they're over here. These flame resources, they're right here, but I'm not seeing them being utilized. Like you, I mean, what you know? Wait, hold on. They're actually right here. Oh, wow. He has a similar effect as Thor's hammers, where Thor has to worry about his Thor force. He has this sort of like devil chain force. Oh, so okay. I see it. So Wrath of the, okay, I get it. So Wrath of the Beast that he just used to fire off those sort of like flaming Ankh shuriken type things that bounce off a hit Storm. He has these 3 flaming forces right here, and he just used 2 of them. That's why it says 2 right here. He uses 2 of them to do that thing they used to kill Storm. Okay, but he just got 2 back instantly. Face the devil. Wrath of the Beast. Okay, time out. Whoa. So it's called Sonic Pursuit. He used Sonic Pursuit on the ground. And then he used it to close the gap. And then he gains. Okay, so why did he gain those forces? So he can use that as like a Link grappling hook. The Sonic Pursuit ability is his main movement thing. It's on a 10-second cooldown, like Arthur's kick. But basically, he can grab a wall or grab somebody close to them with a Sonic Pursuit type ability, I guess. What the hell?
Hellfire.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, he's looking pretty good right now. He has that ability, which is pretty good, but you have to manage that. It's kind of like, let's say, almost like you have 2 flaming forces, you use both those that ability to commit to it, but then you can game them back by either, yeah, I guess you game them back by just hitting people, or you use your Sonic Force in some way to gain them back. And then he used 2 more to do that Hellfire shit.
Hellfire.
Yeah. Also, wait, hold on, time out. Low key, he's gaining shields.
Face the devil.
How?
Wrath of the beast.
Okay, so he used Wrath of the Beast and he gained 25 shield. Okay, so dude, he has what the damn? He has 450 HP with his shield?
Hellfire.
Holy whoa, 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 whoa. Yo. He gets 450 HP? Like that's his max? Wow. Dude, he's way tankier. In order to make up for like his mobility as a, like, he doesn't have a blade dash like that on the regular. He doesn't have that sort of Iron Fist kick or wall running movement. He doesn't have that Psylocke dash or invisibility. So they just made him tankier. They made him, yeah, he's kind of tanky, bro. I mean, let's keep it a sec. 450 HP is more than just kind of tanky. He's tanky. He's tanky. Obviously, you wouldn't want to frontline like this because you run into a team and it's kind of crazy to hell. It's kind of crazy. Also, this bit right here, this sort of Sonic ability, he has it on group alone, not on like the entire team. So I guess when he has this sort of sonar ability, you can't have for, let's say, the entire team. You can do for like one person at a time, but you can guarantee spot their movements, I suppose.
Fire.
Bro, that's Genji's deflect, man. That's Genji's deflect. That's Genji's deflect. Oh. And then storms in the air, does the grab, get over here. So his base kit is actually more complicated than I first thought it would be. Definitely in terms of like, I think he's actually comparable to Thor in terms of how complicated the character can be. The character is gonna be, I think, based for sure on utilizing a bunch of different combos. I think that honestly, if you play Thor, I play Thor, I think you should try Daredevil because they work. I think they work in very similar ways in terms of how you want to micromanage a lot of their movesets. Though their ultimate abilities are very, very different. What is this shit? So, on the hunt. Okay, what happens here? What happens here exactly? Thor magic main's gonna eat. Okay, so he does his grappling hook thing. So, let me see. Right, so he uses his claw shit. So you can do it on the ground, you can do it on an opponent. So when you do it on the ground, or let's say a non-combatant, then you just go towards it. But if you do it on a person, you can bring them towards you too, as you go towards them. Okay. So Angela blocks it with her shield, but it doesn't matter. It's a field effect of some kind. Oh, I wish I had the more first point of view. So let the devil out. Iron Fist is not even attacking him, bro. It's funny. You know, like in these demonstrations, they just show how cool the character is. Iron Fist didn't even try to attack him. He just fucking, he was just punching the air. Look at Iron Fist in the corner. Look at Iron Fist on the left side. Homeboy he just punching air. That's hilarious. It's like those old martial arts. It's like martial arts movies actually in general, where you have characters in the back just doing nothing, just getting ready to get their ass whooped. That was Iron Fist. Okay.
Ruthlessness.
I can't say that this ability is kind of like Emma Frost's, where you're forced to do something. I don't think so. I think the ability just kind of, let me see here. So none of Angela's cooldowns, none of her cooldowns are being affected by this at all. Her cooldowns are still in play, but she's losing damage just by being near him. There is some sort of pull, or there's some sort of connection between Daredevil and Iron Fist and Loki and whoever else, and Punisher. But I think it's only because it's showing you who's affected by his ability, because like you're in range. I don't think actually drawn towards him like with Wanda's ability now, where you're actually drawn towards somebody. I don't think so. In fact, no, let me see this real quick. In fact, whenever Angela attacks, she's maintaining momentum too. Let me see Angela real quick. Angela's still able to Angela's still maintaining her speed as she's backpedaling or back floating while trying to stab him. So that's still happening with Angela. Yeah, so it looks like whenever he does his ability, he makes a big field around him. And in this big field, whoever's connected to Daredevil, they start to lose out, they start to get chip damage over the course of time, and their field of vision starts to shrink. So for example, let's say you have a thing, he ults, and then after he ults, then let's say you want to do Daredevil's ult, and then within that big ult, so let's say it's a big ult, like it's a Punisher ult, not Punisher, let's say it's a Groot ult, or it's a Doctor Strange ult, or a Thing ult, any like major CC ult. If you do this, then you can have the entire team's field of vision not only stunted, but also you'll do massive chip damage to like the entire team. Yeah, it's just a big field of chip damage, and then you can see how like the field of view gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as time goes on. So for aim-reliant characters, it's gonna be a big deal, obviously.
Ruthlessness is mercy.
So let's say, for example, I don't know how it happened, but this could be, let's say, be a way to counter a Star-Lord ultimate. Let's say if there's a Star-Lord in the ground for some weird reason, you can do that to kind of counter his ultimate, and then his field of view would shrink so he couldn't hit anybody else around him, just let's say the Daredevil in front of him. Or let's say, who this counter to? I don't think it will count Emma Frost's ability because it's like a big psionic wave in front of her. But if it was the case here where let's say you couldn't see with that wave, maybe you could, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily counters that many ults in the game right now, but that chip damage over the course of time could be pretty, like in of itself, you couldn't get any kills, obviously. Not really, no. But it'd be a good way to put a lot of pressure on the team, especially during major combos. Like if you time it right, you can do a lot of damage for sure. Might be sharing damage. Ooh, that's possible.
Let the devil out.
Hard to say, honestly, but that could be a case there as well. Yeah, you're right about that one. That is possible. Because the purple lines connect the three of them. Again, like, I feel like that just could be the case here. They're all tied to Daredevil whenever he does that.
Let the devil.
So right here on Daredevil's point of view, you don't see any lines that connect them at all. You see no lines. Actually, maybe you do for a second. Let me see her. You see it from their point of view as the enemies. Oh, no, you do see it kind of. Yeah, no, it is there. Never mind. Let me see. You see on Punisher. But if it was shared damage, like let's say it was Adam Warlock's ability, then I feel like that would be a bad thing. No, because then if they're all sharing damage, they'll take less damage. I think it's chip damage. I think it's just pure and simple chip damage, where it's kind of like his whole thing is kind of based on fear. You could argue. So when he ults and he says, "Let the devil out," what he's doing is that he's imposing fear onto his opponents around him. So they're all terrified of Daredevil, or their inner devils are coming out. It's causing them tip damage, that sort of fear. And then over the course of time, that fear is eating away at them. So that's what I assume is going on here. It's a play on that fear element of the character. And then if you're in that zone of fear, you lose KOLgg's talking right. You lose damage. I mean, you take damage and your field of view gets smaller. Play on, of course, is blindness. And then you have no allies around you. You're alone. Just you and him. How many seconds is that, real quick? Can I count that? Let me see. It's 8 seconds. So 8 seconds, I believe, yeah. So that's the ability he used. 8 seconds, yes. 8 seconds right here for his ultimate ability. Yeah. So for 8 seconds, which I think is just as long as Invisible Woman's ult, I think. Could this counter a support like hers? No, not really, but it could be way to, let's say, try and do damage. Because you know how like folks always huddle in together whenever they're fighting against Invisible Woman? And whenever she uses her ult, folks kind of huddle together in that one area. I wonder if, actually I do wonder a few things. I do wonder, what is the elevation on this ultimate? Like, is it high or is it not that high at all? Like, could you, let's say, if you're an Iron Man, if you're a Star-Lord, if you're Human Torch, could you just fly up, or a Storm, you just fly up and you're out of it? Some ults do work like that. Like, if you're, like, if I'm, let's say, Iron Man, and I'm fighting against, let's say, a Psylocke and she ults, I can actually just fly up and be out of that entire zone. Be completely fine. Like, almost like Jeff's ult. Safer Star, safer Storm, that kind of stuff. Like, if you just fly up, you're fine. I wonder how high that is. But it's a 5-second area of effect. I can see it being used in pretty crafty ways. I think that his ultimate ability has more, I'm trying to think about it right now in my mind, but I think it does have more utility than you would think. I don't know what that is right now, but it does have utility for sure. I wonder too, his deflect. Can he deflect ultimates too? Like, there's low key, his best ability could be his deflection. This right here could be his best ability. Because I'm starting to wonder, okay, like, can he, Jesus, that's cool. That is stylized in a pretty cool way. I wonder, let's say, could he deflect Iron Man's ult? Could he deflect Wanda's ult? Could he deflect the I Am Groot? So I Am Groot, you know how Groot throws down his giant sea thing? What if, let's say, he can actually deflect that back at a Groot and Groot's team? A Magneto all be kind of crazy, but Daredevil's best ability could be this deflect for for sure. Yo, we got see a lot of close range guys main Daredevil. He's like a slow moving Genji.
On the hunt.
He's good, man.
Let the devil out.
I'm not gonna say he's looking strong because I can definitely see the counters. Because I feel like if you have a good reaction time, you can definitely avoid or dodge his close range shit. Some characters like a lot of tanks aren't gonna fear Daredevil like that. They really won't. But he can be a DPS and he can be support managed too. Imagine Daredevil's flanking you in the back line. Let the devil out. And then now you have, let's say, two supports that are taking damage. And then he's beating the shit out of you in the back line. You try to run away, you get clawed up. He can be a nightmare for the supports. He really can be. But he's so big and he's so slow moving, he can't get there easily. That's the idea. But you can still flank at him though. You can still flank us pretty effectively. He's a better brawl than probably Blade is, honestly. Which is woo! He's a monster. No tickle in sight. He's just a monster. I would say right now he's looking like an A rank character. He's looking like an A rank character, maybe a high B rank character at the least. So I'll probably put him like in the same camp as guys like a Psylocke or a Psylocke, Star-Lord. He's looking like he's in the same camp, Black Panther. That's what I would say. I would say he's better than Spider-Man. He's better than Iron Fist. He's better than a lot of the close range guys. He's not on Magic's tier. Fuck no, dude. But he's definitely strong. Definitely a strong character. I'll say right now in a tier list, so let's say S plus to D, he's A rank. That's what I'd say for him. Yeah, right. 245 HP, true. But remember, I think he has a bigger hitbox than you for. Actually, let me see this quick.
On the hunt.
Because he's actually bigger than you think he is, which does matter for able to hit him constantly, like Blade.
Let the devil out.
Actually, maybe not. I'm not too sure. He may be a little bit bigger than Iron Fist, but maybe not that much. But not as big as Blade. But he's not that quick though. He's not that quick. He may okay, so he's not as big as Blade, which is a good thing for the hitbox size. But he's not that quick either compared to Blade. Not even close. But he has that he has the 450 HP and he has that deflect option too. He can get a lot of shields. He can drag enemy towards you. He can escape or he can actually grab with that ability too. He can also chase you down, and also remember too, he can also walk up walls. Like, I'll give him that too. Hold on, let me give him that too. He can walk up the walls.
I see you.
Yeah, I forget about that too. He can walk up walls, so he is more nimble than I give him credit for. He's not like BP nimble, but he can at least do that. Let me see here. How do you close that gap? Let me see this. Oh, I wonder. Anyone that he has that icon on, can he just dash towards them by default? Yeah, I think so. Let me see here. I think his shift auto locks like Iron. Yeah. But you have to have that person like actually because you can see like, okay, it's the F button right here. You have the F button, you have the F. I don't know if it auto locks. I don't think it actually auto locks. I don't know if it shift does, but I think it's F does. But at a certain range. So he does the claw thing. Because his claw is his shift in this game footage. He grabs the ground And then he hones in on Iron Fist because he can sense him or see him through his eyes, or through his ears, I guess. And then you can see how, like, once he gets close to Iron Fist, you can see how, like, right here, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Boom. Right here. So it's like a 10 or like 8-meter dash where at this point in time, because he has him target locked down with his F ability, he can now dash towards him from here. That's not a shift. That's his F. Yeah, his F is his dash. But he has to target lock, I think, the character first. Wow. Yeah, no, that range is pretty favorable too. So from over here, he can auto lock into someone that he already has, and then boom, dash towards him. Yeah, he's in. It may also have like a minor stun effect too. Let me see this quick. So Iron Fist is actually healing. Yeah, there's some sort of like hand imprint on Iron Fist's back whenever. Yeah. There's that hand effect on his back, and then it goes away once he makes contact.
You've been judged.
That's fucking crazy, man. So the deflect also does close range damage too. Yo, this ability is cracked. Yo, this ability is actually fucking bananas. So his deflect not only does deflections, but also does damage too when you're close up. Yo, that ability is nuts, dude. Jesus, dude. The squirrel for reference, let me see.
You've been judged.
Yo, wait, can he actually? Okay, no. F is Sonic Pursuit. Okay, that claw he uses to grab the ground or the environment. And also he has another version of that claw for specifically enemies. So that's his F, not his shift. And she's still marked, so she's still marked, so he can still dash on her if he wants to, I think.
Face the devil.
Yo, he's looking good, bro.
Wrath of the beast.
Hold on, is the environment permanently like shaded? Yeah. Is the environment permanently semi-shaded for you because he's blind? Hold on, is that actually a feature? No way. Bro, relax. I'm not focusing on you, bro.
For what I am about to do.
You're not the main character. Relax.
I see you.
Okay, yeah, that's what it seems to be. Yeah.
You've been judged.
So then, can you actually view can you actually view people or not? Then, like, could you see, let's say, a Black Widow from range or a Hawkeye from range? Would they be even visible to you at all? I wonder.
Face the devil. Wrath of the beast.
Yeah, the environment's always perma-shaded.
Hell fire.
But no one's at a... Well, okay, you can see that... Okay, you can see the health pack, though. You can see the health pack in the corner. It is there. It is visible.
On the hunt.
Okay, you can see the outlines of people. I think.
Let the devil out!
All right, I think he's gonna be. I'm gonna say what I said before.
Ruthlessness.
I think he's an A character. I think he's on a tier list from S+ to S+ being busted as fuck and D being weak. He's definitely an A character.
Is mercy.
But he's complicated. He's tricky. Not tricky as Blade, I think, but he's still pretty tricky. Yeah. his ult looks like trash. I think it has more utility than it does like actual lethality. His ult is there not as it necessarily means to like get picks, but to help assist the team get picks, right? That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be tricky. I think folks who use ultimate ability think, okay, yeah, it's gonna be a cakewalk. No. His ultimate I think is gonna be very, very good in certain synergies or like in anti-plays. Like for example, if you let's say want to, if you wanna let's say kill a Mantis through ultimate ability, or let's say even a Sue Storm, you may want to use his ultimate ability and let's say conjunction with a Magneto, or let's say in conjunction with a, you know, or like an Ultron, right? So you can try and actually do a lot of chip damage to the team and also the character that's doing the ultimate ability themselves. That's what I think it's gonna be. Does the mark automatically track someone, or do you press F? I think you have to press F on that person. I think because I think you have to pinpoint who you want to mark exactly. Because like, if you go back to this scene right here with Groot, no, the other one. So you can see right here in this scene, Groot is marked with the F with the icon. So he dashes towards Groot. Doesn't dash towards Punisher or Storm, he dashes towards Groot. So you have to pick who wants to dash towards. And he's dashing towards Groot. But nobody else on that team has that hand mark over their body. No one else. Not Hawkeye, not Punisher or Storm. So you have to pick the person you want to actually dash towards. See Groot? Groot has the hand. Groot's marked. Dashing towards Groot.
Hellfire.
He's going to be complicated. He's going to be very, I think it's going to be complicated as hell, actually. Maybe as complicated as Blade. That's possible. He's going to be hard, though. He's going to be as easy as guys like Iron Fist to use. He's going to be harder than Iron Fist to use. He's going to be up there, I think, with Blade in terms of how complicated he is as a character. Especially because also he has that sort of sonar thing going on where like the environment's like, you know, blacked out, staying blacked out. That's going to be more tricky than I think, too. So he's going to be complicated for sure as a character. That's what I think. Yes, his dash is instant, but it's only for one character. And there's a range to it. So at this point, he can't dash in. Let's say this is around 15 meters-ish or like 10 meters-ish. He can't dash at this point in time. He can't do it. Okay, actually, so let's do this. So he presses F. Sonic Pursuit. You press F right here. He first applies the Sonic Pursuit on somebody. He applies it onto the group. Now you no longer have the option to do Sonic Pursuit because you applied it to Groot. Now you can dash. So you first have to apply Sonic Pursuit. Then once you apply Sonic Pursuit, you can dash towards that person. That's how it works. So it's a two-step dash. He has his regular shift claw thing, but his Sonic Pursuit is a two-stage dash. Yeah. See what I mean? Yeah. So I'll do it again. So you can see how there's no icon above Groot's head. Zero icon. And you see F, Sonic Pursuit. Over here, F, Sonic Pursuit. Now the icon is there. This goes away. Now it's gone. So now the person has applied, Daredevil has applied his Sonic Pursuit over Groot. Now you can dash at Groot because he's within that range after you apply Sonic Pursuit, which he does. Boom. Jesus. And then with that, there comes some sort of like little mock stun. I mean, maybe not stun, but like, I think you probably do damage once you do that pursuit. Let me see here. Do you take damage? Yeah, so once Daredevil charges at you, you take like some damage, like 25 damage by getting charged at by Daredevil. Yeah, it's like his HP goes from here to here once his body makes contact from the Sonic Pursuit.
Hellfire.
Yeah, so there's a lot with Daredevil for sure. Assuming you can see the alt bar, you can on your head, like with Angela after he uses the alt, would be probably the same. Yeah, if you check. Holy shit, I said a few hours of gameplay, I lied. Okay. Either way, I think that Daredevil looks pretty strong, but I think it's gonna be complicated. I'm sticking my guns on that one. I think he's gonna be a rare character, but he's gonna be hard to learn. I'm gonna try to learn him actually too. I think Angela's actually pretty good too. Maybe just me, but I feel like Angela, Daredevil, and Blade are hard to use, but also they're good characters, but they're just hard to use. I think Blade in particular is really hard to use. Like Blade's hard to use. He's very tricky to use. But I think Blade's also pretty damn lethal, but he's hard to use. Okay. All right, let me get some gameplay. But overall, I think Daredevil right now, strong showcase. And again, that deflect ability I think is crazy. Also, Slain, I haven't gotten to your stuff yet. I apologize. I was busy all day. I'm getting to that hopefully tonight after I stream, and then I'll let you back on Discord. My bad for that one, bro. My bad. But okay, that's it for Daredevil. Let's get into the gameplay.